The RNG unleashed today? That's a good question, Mega Man. Let's find out. Oh yeah, I forgot I updated the HUD color. Right, I did that while I fixed the options issue last time. I found out that this is a thing I can do. So now we've got a purple HUD. We can also apparently mess with our suit color, but I decided not to do that because I think that would throw me off a little too much. Grapple beam. Ooh. That's not a useful start. I can't do any grapple beam shit yet. Game, please. Okay, good. I did close Vegas. I'm almost done editing the upcoming video. It will be out either Monday or Tuesday. I said Sunday or Monday before, but I lied. I kind of... Because I'm not used to doing a lot of this anymore, and also because I'm already a very slow editor, I kind of took a little bit longer to edit some parts than I meant to. Whoops. It's okay. I'm sure that most people are like, you do YouTube videos? And yes, I do, actually. And I swear to you, I'm significantly more eloquent when I am able to edit myself. As it turns out, then I'm actually able to piece words together a little better. Just a little. Not necessarily, like, too much or anything, but... I'm sure that if I actually spoke halfway decently most of the time, people would just be confused. They'd be like, are you okay? And the answer would, of course, always be no, but that wouldn't necessarily be contingent upon that. Yes, indeed, this is the same boss as usual, everybody. God, this really does kind of feel like I'm... like my head's stuck in a fish tank or something. It's so weird. At least it sounds good, and, like, the... So the old ear pads that I had for this, the little inner fabric that's up against the speaker bit that I forget the exact name of was basically the little fabric bit had torn off of the rest of the ear cup piece. So it was like flapping around and tickling my ears sometimes. It was such an odd feeling. It's like, oh, is there an insect inside of my headphone thing? That seems like a bit of an issue. But it wasn't. It was just the torn fabric being like, hey, I'm going to remind you that I'm here. And it's going to be just slightly less than comfortable. Well, neat, we got a missile pack. That is quite helpful if we got the super missile early. Because that lets us go get the item in the square, nice, and with a minimum of issue. Wow, that took a lot out of us. That is significantly more damage than I'm used to. Even from those things, like, yes, the scarabs will eat the hell out of your HP, but usually it's not that bad. I must have hit, like, literally all of them then. Ah, wasps. These things I think must take off like 10 health each per hit or something. It's generally easier to get in there with the ball, but I don't have the ball right now. It's okay, that just gives us an excuse to pick up some more of these. Because strangely enough, you can't really do a proper double jump into the tree. It's a little too tall. And also, I apparently don't remember how to aim this, so whoops. This might take me a second. But that could very well be an important item, so... It's kind of a bad distance there, isn't it? It's just a little too much to be easily... Oh, God, I think I gotta sneeze. Oh... Oh, that was too late. Sorry. So you got the sneeze. Oh, well. Ugh. I really don't like this, by the way. Again, this is why I usually wait to... Well, I'd say why I usually wait to do this until I have the ball, but that's not really a thing I can actually say, because usually I don't have the super missile before I have the ball, so... Oh, we had it for a second, and I just wasn't mashing the B button well enough, I guess, to properly jump as we landed. Oh, well... After we kill like 5 minutes trying to get this one item. And it was the ball. See, it was worth doing it. And also, see, I told you you could do it without the ball. Oh yeah, let's not mess with these for now. I do not know. We'll see about it at some point. Ah, my toes. The weakest part of the power suit. The toe. See? Not even a cutscene. Until we get out the other side. Oh well, have to get a couple of seconds wasted there, I guess. Oops. Wave Beam doesn't do a whole lot for us right now, unfortunately. I guess technically we can go into that one room. You might be saying what room, and the answer to that is I think we can go into Furnace. And into all the back zones there. And basically go not quite to Ice Beam because we need Boost Ball to get there. And bombs. And some other stuff too. So what I'm saying is it wouldn't be worth it. Oh, yeah, be careful. That can bounce back and hit you in the face. Yeah, that is a thing that I know that I've seen in when some people run Zelda 2. Is doing stuff like that. Well, we got ourselves a Varia suit, so I guess we might be going to the Fire Zone. Wave Beam would let us go a couple of places there. I just forget how much of his ball locked. Guess I'll find out. I also should probably do this entire room correctly. Oh, the colors on our scan visor are different. That's interesting. Is it just like a palette rotation effect then or something? There might actually be bespoke color sets inside of Randovania. I could be wrong about that. Well, you see, the upside of this, at least, is that the two colors are still fairly distinctive. It's not like they're using red to mean the orange scans or anything. That would be bad. At the moment, there's not much we can do in the furnace area. We don't have bombs, so we can't go in there. The best we could do is we could go and fight Incinerator Drone and not get bombs and find out that we're walled inside there. That wouldn't be great. Dodge around those guys. And come over here. going this way. Because we're going to go get the item on the overhang and then go take the elevator. As we usually do, I suppose. Oh, maybe not. We're doing it way early, comparatively speaking. I didn't watch it, but I heard some stuff from people. Mostly I heard Metal Gear Solid Collection Volume 2 and new Castlevania game, which... parentheses, new 2D Castlevania game to specify, because prior to this point, Konami had done quite a few... Ooh, gravity suit. Quite a few that are, well, not 2D. And were not exactly well received. So I know there's, like, stuff, but past that, not very specific. Yeah, let's at least hit a save point real quick. We've had some brushes with... Yeah. Ooh, the plasma beam. And right, we can't actually finish this area. I forgot, we have to go to the other end of Magmore to do that, so... In order to do that, we gotta go back to the teleport at the place. Oh, just a missile pack. That's okay. There's still a couple of checks that we have that I can do, other than going to back of Magmore, I mean. That one's already obvious. Yeah. Oh, off those guys go. I'm over here to try to get a better vantage point on getting to that item. That, as you can see, didn't really help me very much. This is another, like, weird jump, kind of like the tree one, but we do have a forward path to it, so at least there's that. It wound up being easier than the other one by a good amount. Good thing, too. Do I remember how to do this? And the answer is not as well as I'd like. Probably should switch to this for this purpose then. Whoa! Yeah, because that's on sale on Steam and stuff right now, right? There's quite a few things going on sale on Steam around now, I believe, for various reasons. Ah, I didn't jump far enough. Whoops. After all, I only did this for the first time the last time I did one of these, so in my defense... Yeah, that might be, The Square Enix stuff doesn't tend to go on very good sales. At least on Steam. Seriously, I'm just so bad at this. I think I'm going to cut my losses here and maybe consider coming back for that in a bit. But for now, I want to get this thing, which is just an energy tank. Yeah, because honestly, I think Square Enix is a little bit stingy about a lot of that stuff. Well, I'm not sure. I just think maybe at this point that Square Enix is a little bit too lost in a little bit of some of... I don't think Square Enix as they exist right now are a great company, basically, is... Yeah. Just because of a wide variety of factors. Move this pillar chunk here and fail at this a couple of times. Just for a missile pack, but okay. I guess they do sort of expect you to have quite a lot of gear to be able to do that anyway, so... Oh, you know what I forgot to do is I forgot to get the items at the artifact temple. So I'll probably have to go back and do that at some point. But for now, I think we're just going to go on to Fendrana for now and go pick up some stuff there. Uh-oh. Am I stuck? No, I'm not. Okay. I thought I was stuck for a second there. That would have been the first time I've ever had that happen. At least the first time I've had it happen like that. Oh, I think it was just that one that must have gotten hit by the burst earlier. It literally only took one plasma beam shot, and I was like, wow, that's pretty fast. But no, they still want a full charge. Oh shit. I can't do this. And now I can't escape from here. Whoops. Do I have a reset option other than just... Oh yeah, I can click quit game. Good, I don't have to press the reset button and then mess with the Wiimote again. Thank goodness. I forgot that was a thing I could get stuck in. Oh wait, I forgot to pick up the plasma beam. And yes, I'm actually going to reset the game again rather than do the long walk because I'm pretty sure that's shorter. Oh, it's just that I realized, oh, that was a bad idea. I'm just glad I don't have to use the Wiimote to return, cause, you know, I don't have to reset the console, rather, because, yeah, using the Wii's main menu, the motion control and everything, ugh. Don't like it. I don't know if there's a way to remove that, but if there is, I don't know what it is, so... Yeah, see, there we go. There's our plasma beam again. Wow, that was a... It seemed like quite a lot of collision damage I took more than the lava damage. Well, that makes things a little bit easier. I don't have a PS5, so... it would be a bit of a problem for me to play any of these games if they're PS5 exclusives, which... I mean, at least console exclusivity outside of Nintendo stuff seems to be going down. Which is not really good for the consoles, but... X-ray visor. Okay. Well, that'll make it a lot easier for me to get to Arbor Chamber, because then I don't have to goof off with just being bad at the game. And trying to do something a little bit on the esoteric side, I suppose, but... instead, I'll just fail to jump the regular way. Let's take a look at our relic hints now that we finally have them. Training chamber, that's near the lava pool. Furnace. Observatory, sun chamber. Ventilation shaft. Is that one room? Yeah, I know where that is. Never mind. Magma pool. Storage depot B is not Omega Pirates, that's fine. Bungle Hall B is pretty deep in there. Shrine, Shipwreck, and Frost Cave. Yeah, so once again, we don't have to go fight Omega Pirates, so that's excellent. That's great news. Let's go over here and go pick up this missile pack again. So that way we don't forget about it. Nice, you got both of them at once. Unfortunately, with no ice beam, we can't enter the wrecked ship and go get a couple of things in there. Oh well. As usual, oh well. Wavebuster, yes, that's important later. And that's important right fucking now. Hooray, we got the bombs. Yes, now we can actually go do that thing that I got soft locked out of earlier. Whoops. Oops. Go pick that up. Excuse me. Hey. dodge around those guys. Shame we don't have any power bombs, because there's a lot of power bomb stuff we can get right now. Like, just right over here, basically. Oh, well. We have the X-ray visor, so I can do something here that's probably a little unusual for me, and I can actually show off the way that you're normally supposed to get this item. I don't even know if I did that when I played through this game vanilla at the end of last year. Very likely I did not. You can see this is a bit of a long jump that we have to do to start this off, but we'll get there in a second. And ultimately, you can probably guess why I just do it the other way, because it's like, hey, if it's going to be a painful jump anyway. Although that long jump is not that bad, honestly. This is being a bit of a pain in the butt, though. The energy tank, and now go back to the Fendrana tunnel, now that we can actually go do that. There we go. And yeah, now that we have the bombs, we can also just do this, because... Thank goodness for the bomb jump ability, or spring ball ability, rather. That was a waste of time. I literally can't even use the ice spreader right now. But on top of that, it's not worth it even if I could. So... Right, gone past the place I need to break into. Right. Excuse me. Get rid of that guy. Open up the door directly above. I'm taking a moment to go, is it though? Meanwhile, I will wait to try to deal with Chozo Ice Temple if I can avoid it. I mean, I can escape from the Shigoth room, but I'd rather just be able to one-shot that thing with a power bomb. I mean, if I don't find a power bomb before I am done, like, scoping this area, I'll go over there, but... yeah. I think there's a shorter path that I can take here, but... due to having the double jump. Unfortunately, I can't get that item over there because that requires Spider Ball. And that I do not have. So for now, we just go this way. Get attacked by a couple of these ice burrowers, or whatever they're called. An enemy that shows up in like 2 rooms in the game or something. That is just a palette swap of an existing enemy. Because they felt they needed it for some reason. Just a missile pack. Oh, well. Fine, I guess I'll go fight that boss the way they want you to. Some such nonsense. There we go. That's better. Okay, so it's off to this room without the usual tool that I use to deal with it, but at least I can get out. So that's something. I probably should go do the rest of Chozo Ruins now that I'm able to, but deal with that at some point. Ah, yes. Now we're dealing with the true Grenchler hours here. Thankfully, we have some pretty hardy weaponry to deal with it, so no biggie. That's no Grapple Guardian fight, that's for sure. And there's our boost ball. Not very far off from where it usually is, really. All right, it's time for Boost Ball Canyon here. Let's... get ourselves an energy tank, I guess. Oh well. I was hoping for a real item, but hey. An energy tank is good too, it just doesn't get us further along in the game. Boost Ball does, however, mean we have everything we need to go explore the pirate base. If we wanted to. I think we can get everything in there now. I think. I'm not completely sure, but also there's another thing we can do, which is we can get turned around pretty heavily here. Like I'm an idiot or something, and go back to Chozo Ruins, because there's a bunch of stuff we can do there. So yeah, let's go and get a metric shitload of things over here before I forget about them all. Because this is how we neutralize any value that they have, right? If I forgot about them, they'd all be like the most important items in the run. Meanwhile... Excellent. There's our power bomb. That is going to help out quite a bit with going and picking up some artifacts. Which does actually seem like a good use of my time for once. Oh, for... Yeah, because I started charging up the boost ball because I was like, okay, yeah, I'll use that to get around faster. And then I started fumbling over some very cubic rocks there. I guess there are bricks of a type. I forgot that that was here. But hey, nice to start getting one of those way earlier than I thought I would. Another power bomb expansion. We could have gotten those a little bit earlier if I had just known about that, but if I had just known where the bombs were, but hey. Main power bomb already means that we have enough to deal with what I'm trying to do here anyway, so that's fine. More missiles, that's fine. We're at 60. So, still quite a ways off from my target for the run. There, and third lock requires us to do a double jump. So we won't have to pop a cover off of it, so we don't have to do two of them for no good reason. It's a lot of effort for that missile expansion pack. Okay, not really, but I guess it's just kind of thinking, it's a shame we didn't get something a little more interesting. But I think that's vanilla anyway, so it could be worse, right? Right. Besides, those missiles will probably come in handy as we head towards the room where we acquire them. I don't think we need Spider Ball to explore the one room that I'm thinking of here. But in the back of my head, I'm like, do I? Excuse me. Sorry about the yawn. Happens. And we got ourselves another artifact. Hooray. Got thermal visor. Well, that makes exploring the wrecked ship a little easier, but it's not necessary, strictly speaking, for our purposes. It's useful. Oh, yeah, we do need Spider Ball for that. Well, shit. That's unfortunate. And see, I forgot, because I don't remember. Thing that happens. So we can't complete that area yet. That's unfortunate, but hey, we still got plenty of other shit we can do here. So that's fine. This is how it goes sometimes. Yeah, going all this way to get over to that one room. I wonder if we can traverse the acid and go pick up the item that's in the location where we usually need gravity suit, because we have gravity suit. Yeah, see, this is completely doable. Oh, that's for a missile pack? Well, that's okay. I think that probably wouldn't be where my progression would be anyway. Although, of course, at this point, we still are in such a position where we have enough stuff we can do that I don't require a specific item for progression. I mean, we can now go and complete Pirate Base, so there's that for us. That's a lot of stuff, really. All right. Still unable to get one item in there because of requiring Spider Ball, but I had to check it anyway because for all we know, it could have been... that could have been it. Anything in the furnace? We can also go and get the item that is, No, we can't. That actually does require Spider Ball. Never mind. I was like, we can just cheese that, but no, I'm stupid. Well, that's where our artifact was. That makes up for the fact that we couldn't get one of them earlier. Let's go pick this up first. Because we can. As well. It's an energy tank. I suppose that would probably have been better saved until later, huh? Oh well. Oh. Fuck. Get out of the fire. That was just sitting on me. Really did decide to just leave that on top of me for a bit there, huh? Right, come on, open up your eyeball. Would you open your goddamn eyeball already? Come on. There we go. Unfortunately, I shot it from the side, so... Oops. Just a missile. We're really getting just a lot of those at this point now, huh? I think we did at least... Yeah, we got some major items, though. So that's fine. Let's go and deal with Flagra. Fuck. It'd get... Okay, yeah, I got 3 symbols. I was like, wait a sec. Did I miss one? I did not, somehow. With my track record, that's pretty amazing. Yep, time to wait for it to load for the big boss room. That was totally unnecessary. Okay, down to the last hit here. Really? You... Feels like he's taking more damage than usual to actually get stunned. But there we go. We finished it. Just wait for this thing to recede, and there we go. Unfortunately, not the artifact, but hey. Is the room right? Yeah, Sun Chamber. So it's just on the usual Chozo Ghost artifact, which we can't get until a return trip. Yeah, we're just going through a set of things we've done already, so not much commentary to be had here. Literally, we've been through this path several times today, so... Fix that thing, and over we go. That's right, we could have picked this up earlier. I just forgot about it for some reason. Excuse me. And there's our spider ball. Which now begs the question of which direction I should go here. There's a lot of places I can go to. But I think first things first, I'm going to go get rid of Thardus, because let's just deal with that now, so we don't have to think about it later. There's also a bunch of stuff to pick up in that area in general, so yeah. Yeah, I hear you down there making that noise, random Shegoth. But I'm not interested. I just want to go do this and then go back to the rest of the path where we get a couple of other items with Spider Ball and some stuff like that. Yeah, well, let's put us over 100 missiles. So we should soon be getting more actual items. Granted, I think we're in pretty good shape in that area, actually. We've got Wave Buster, we've got all the ball upgrades. Well, we don't have all the power bomb expansions, but you know what I mean. We got Super Missile. We've got all the beams except for Ice, which the lack of Ice Beam is a slight problem. Makes navigating a little bit harder. Oh. That thing sent me pretty far, actually. Wow. Wow, that was a lot of knockback. Much more than I would have expected from that little thing. Okay, yeah, we can walk past these things without taking too much damage now. I mean, sure, that's a lot of damage we took technically, but we have a lot of tanks and we have 2 suits. So it's ultimately, you know, it looks big without context, but after context, yeah, it's nothing. That's unimpressive. I know I can do this without raising the water level. I've done it before. Did you want to actually activate their double jump, or am I not allowed to? Fine, I guess I'll do this the long and irritating way, I guess. Fine. I wanted to do this the fun way, but no, the game's not having it today. Or maybe I'm just shit at controlling this today, I guess. Both are a distinct possibility. Not skipping the cutscene because I'm adjusting in place here. Even though it would be very advantageous for me to skip the cutscene because it would give me a little extra time. Got an energy tank. Those are nice. Just doesn't get me any new, anything in the game. Oh well. Excuse me. What the hell was that, me? Doing? Oh, right. Oh, right. It's not a scan one. Whoops. Let's just shoot it with a wave beam one. Right. I remember now. Good thing, too. Otherwise, I might have just been staring at that like, hey, that doesn't look right. Now, since we have the thermal visor this time, I guess I will do it. Listen, I've shown that I can do this without the thermal visor. There's no necessarily a need for me to show off here. It would be fun, but hey. There's plenty of other fun stuff I can do without it. For example, I can continuously sausage finger and end up activating the scan visor instead of the combat visor. That's pretty great. Okay, yeah, here's where he starts to have a temper tantrum. In theory, it's faster to use the super missile for this stuff, but I don't think it's a huge effect either way. It's just, hey, the plasma beam is literally free at this point, so I may as well show off. This thing absolutely annihilates this guy. Here's the next temper tantrum. You know, he is moving. I was like, wait a second, is he not moving? Ah, that rock protected it. Crud. He's dead. He's dead, Jim. Just a missile pack. Oh well. At least we got that out of the way. Don't have to think about it again. There's our ice beam. Finally. Oh. Well. That's better. Not this. Not this location. Much as it feels like it. Okay, let's go reread our artifact scans. Training chamber. We can go get that one now. Address observatory is outside room for pirate base? I forget. There's a ruined sun chamber. We can go get that now. Shaft. Sprite ship. West cave. Okay, good. So we do actually have business back here at least, so this isn't completely stupid on my part, just mostly. But I guess as long as we're here, we do still actually need a decent amount of missiles. Oh yeah, this guy shows up here. I forgot. I thought that was the other cave. There's the artifact. But since we're in this area, near Fendrana's Edge, let's go and get a couple of items from over there, because we can. At least it'll be due to my own actual incompetence and not the bad technology. Open this thing, and we get... I don't think I even need that, actually. I mean, it's helpful, but... I actually sort of came over here hoping to find a bunch of missiles, really. Because that's what I feel like I should be expecting to see. And that's better. That's much more the part here. Alright, let's go to the pirate base. Because we'll just go through the back of that for some reason. Oh yeah, we're way too low to jump down to the... What am I doing? Oh, right. Oops. That's right, we want to get from this little platform here, because it's surprisingly hidden there. I wouldn't say well hidden, but still surprisingly so. The last one's at the top, right? Pretty sure it is. That was just sitting here the whole time, wasn't he? Wondering why I had no idea what was going on. Just taking a guess anyway. There we go. Possibly? I could probably help you out with that depending on what you need. Oh, we got nothing. Amazing. Excuse me. For Discord or for Twitch? I mean, either of those are perfectly doable, but yeah. Oh, excuse me. Okay. I can grab the software that I use and I'll pull up the commands and how they're set up and drop those probably in your Discord DMs later. Okay, I don't really need to full charge that every time. Not against the regular Metroids. I guess when you charge the ice beam, it gets ridiculously hot. Which doesn't make the most amount of sense, but hey. And then it goes back to being, like, so cold that it turns black on the thermal visor. Yeah, this one has an item. It's a missile pack. It's good, though. You still need some more of those. Oh, yeah, now we're doing this in the dark, too, so this is... even more of a pain in the butt. Yeah, the momentum on this is always kind of crusty. I'm probably just having an extra issue with it tonight. Oh. Fuck. Wow. I really don't like this. Usually not this bad at it. Eesh. Fuck. Why am I having so much trouble with this tonight? Other than the usual. Fuck's sakes! I really despise this one item. Well, I'll send you the stuff that I am using. Like I said, I'll send it over later. Because I don't completely know how to do stuff with those offhand. I use a different one, so... There's a lot of work for that, honestly. Considering... Ugh. Hey, caramba. Alright, here we go. We're back up here. Move that this way. Also, yeah, I remembered the observatory is not this room. It's a different room, and it's indoors. But there is a free item here, so we'll take that, because we got Plasma Beam. So we can get it pretty easily. In between getting bombarded by these chuckleheads. More missiles, that's fine. Oh yeah, I have to actually complete this room in order to get the item, even if I'm entering from the other side. No, we don't do this yet. It's the bomb slots. I should have actually watched the cutscene, I guess. There we go. There's our artifact. And there's still a couple of items left here in the lab. And by a couple, I might mean literally only one, but that still is something worth picking up before we warp back to the ship. Had to check. Oh, you're not going to let me through here? Well, in that case, it's back we go. Yeah, how allowed you are to go backwards through certain areas can be a little bit, dicey with this sometimes. I've noticed I do have those options enabled in the settings, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, butt out, dude. I'm not interested. Oh, that guy did a lot of damage to me, it looks like. Yeah, you guys can just do whatever. I'm not really interested. I've already solved the puzzle here, so pathway is free. It lets me get to a save point. Which is what I need, because I need the healing. Oh, wow, I let go of that a little too soon, I guess. Whoops. Oh. May as well save here, too. Actually, wait, I got stuff to go do in Chozo real quick. Let's go do that. No, you're thinking of something else. Come on. Don't be ridiculous, except for all the times when you should, I guess. Yeah, there wasn't one in Tower of Light, so... we're good to just not climb Tower of Light, because we've got all the important items already. Except for Phazon Suit. And even that we could probably live without. Yes, Phazon Suit is the final one, because it's suit number 4, which is very, very rare for a Metroid game as well. Yeah, I think that's what we were thinking last time, is just call it magic armor. But I might not even remember that at the time, so... I mean, it's it kind of has comparisons I can make to it in some ways. Because it's those nasty blue rocks that you see in various places, and it's what Dark Samus is made of. So it's a rather strange substance, I'll say that. In any case, now that we got that, we're going backwards here. Ugh, excuse me. I'm sorry, I'm really tired, actually. Yeah, we got a bunch of bees here. It's a Nicolas Cage movie. Which is just kind of how this room always goes, really, but hey. And scan that, and up we go. Yep, and there's our Artifact of Wild. Not quite vanilla, but vanilla in that there's an artifact there usually. I got 5 more to go. I'll be back in a couple of minutes, everybody. And then we'll continue with this. Okay, everyone, I am back, but I'm going to have the mic on mute for a couple of minutes here. However, I will still be playing, so yeah. That's technically useful, but probably not actually so. Now that we got that, it's time to go over to the furnace and deal with stuff in there. I think we're at 150 now, missiles. Pretty close, anyway. We're not quite at the 200 mark, which is what I want to have for dealing with the final boss. But we're not really that far off from it either, so that's fine. Sorry, I must have been controlling that with Metroid 2 ball physics there for a second. The hell happened with that elevator? Jeez. It's embarrassing. That could have gone better, but oh well. Yeah, it's about what I figured at this point. How much more of the Chozo Ruins map do we have to explore? Did we cover all the items at this point? Definitely looks like it. What if I zoomed out? That might help more. Okay, yeah, the only thing that we haven't looked at is the top of the Tower of Light, which is just a tedious mess to bother with, so I'm not going to do that. Excuse me. Instead, let's save here. And we'll go to the wrecked ship. Sorry, I was just having a sip there. So, I was in one-handed control mode. And you can tell how well that worked. Trying to handle both sticks with one hand. They're a little spread out. Because obviously these controllers are designed to be used with two hands. Okay, I was just double checking that this was the correct side. Ah, yes, that thing. An item that is totally useless. Thank you, game. Love you too, flamethrower. Glad to see you're still here, I guess. At least I know if no one else asks me. I don't know where I'm going with this bit. Excuse me. Down we drop, and it's time for this part of the game. But again, since I've got the thermal visor, I'm going to use it, because that'll make things a lot easier for me. Like, that one's quite easy, sure, because it's only one thing to get. And it's literally right above the door. After that, yeah, I didn't think there was anything else that low, but I just had to check. Oh, nice. Okay, fine. I guess the Gel Zap doesn't want to give me a fair time here. Fuck's sakes. Thing's being really annoying. Here, to prevent these from being targeted while I'm trying to do stuff. I'm already stuck down here. Ah, shit. That's not great. I don't like that. Switch back to the regular visor so that way I can navigate better. And there's artifact number 8 for us, I believe. Is that 7 or 9? No, it's 8. So that one is in Phazon. There's like 3 in Phazon Mines. And the last one is in Hydro Access Tunnel, which I believe is the last room of this place. Okay, that thing no longer has a way to ambush us, so that's great. Now we move into this room is the, yeah, this is the one where we have the, a bit of a dry spot there, sorry. This is the room where we have the item that we use the super missile to get. Underwater, and it's the one location where you have the aqua security drones. Oh god. That's a bit of a mistake. It really didn't help me find the item. But at least we got there eventually. Alright, open up! Come on. Shit. But say, where the hell am I relative to where I'm going? And yeah, this is the place I was thinking it was. All right, now just 3 more artifacts that overall will require us delving shockingly deep into Phazon Mines. Because we got to get all the way to, what's it called now? Oh my good, great googly moogly. It's, Fungal Hall B, right, which is like right near the end, so we've got to trawl the entire length of that place for stuff. Thankfully, we're pretty near kitted out to fight Meta Ridley. And there's a couple of very fast item pickups I can get to, so I can basically ensure that we can go and get to like 200 missiles, hopefully without too much difficulty. Yeah, that one's the one that shows the ruins, I think. That elevator. Let's go negotiate with Life Grove real quick. I'm in the right place for that. Oh, that's the elevator. Yeah, I mean, I've got all these power bombs. I may as well put them to use. Yeah, I mean, look at that. There's 2 back-to-back for you. Sure, even though fighting the ghost birds is kind of a little sucky at times, let's do this. I mean, we kind of have to get out of here anyway, so... Well, we got both nothings this run. That's fun. I don't think I've ever had a run of this where I got neither nothing. Which would be ideal. But hey. That's just sort of how it goes. Right, good. That's one down. I was worried because one of the ones I shot with a missile earlier didn't do any... Didn't seem to take anything. Okay, and now we're up to 180 missiles. See, this was a quite worthwhile little sidetrack here. We are now in much better shape to be able to give Meta Ridley the biz. Did you go through the hole, please? There we go. Yeah, let me just confirm. Yeah, that's the one I thought. Oh no, my HUD. Everything's back to normal. It's not like the guys in Prime 2 that just sort of make you do an input in order to restore your ability to do things. Which sort of feels like the equivalent of the things that disable your HUD, just significantly worse. I'm not going to get the item in here because it is not a required item. And it's just kind of time consuming, really. Unlike that we get, because that is not time consuming at all, really. Oh, wow, you got here a lot faster than I thought you would. So similarly, because it's a big time sink, we ignore this item. We get a little bit caught on that thing too. For some reason. That some reason being my absolute rank incompetence. This guy, though, we'll deal with this guy. He's not that bad. Although apparently I didn't get his lackeys with my super bomb, power bomb, whatever you want to call it. Now, what's this guy take? 3, 4 super missiles? I forget. I think it's 4, but it might be 3. Unfortunately, he is immune to the plasma beam, so I can't use that to speed things along any. But hey. That's just the way it goes sometimes. Oh, hey. I'm busy here, you. Fuck. These goddamn turrets are the absolute worst. My truest of nemeses here. At least in this room. I mean, elsewhere, yeah, they kind of suck too. But here in particular, they are just out for blood. Assuming that they can get blood by knocking you off of platforms indiscriminately. And apparently they can. Or at least something like it. Oh, hey. We'll get the other item here because, again, not a huge time sink. Excuse me. Yeah, this old time-consuming room here. Now we gotta go and activate this thing 3 times because, of course. I didn't even realize that the combination is 1, 2, 3 each time. It's like, hey, yeah. Press the blue one once, then the red one twice, then the blue one 3 times. And yeah, those color You know, first floor, second floor, whatever. You get it. You know what I'm actually trying to say here. I just expressed it wrong. Because of some reason. Help would make me less worried. There we go. Nice. Good time for that. So we were running a little bit lower than we'd like to be. Oh. Ice troopers, I think. Yes. Yes, that's right. This is the first ice troopers we encounter. That's what I get for second guessing myself. And this is where we will find the first of our 3 artifacts in this area, I believe. Shit, actually, where is Storage Depot? Because it's Storage Depot B that we need to get one of them, right? Now I'm taking it. I'm having to think about how this map is laid out. And I may actually have to go back. Pick that up. Is that the one off of ore processing? I guess I can go find out. Either way, this will take but a minute, really. Especially once we dodge all these stupid garbage stealth pirates. This is what they're sending after us, because... some reason. Oops, guess you guys ran out of beam troopers or something, didn't you? Nice. I love how that counted because I was in midair from the bomb jump. Or because I just hopped into the thing, but it counted because of the power bomb explosion. There we go. That's a better way to put it. Wow, good job, me. Yeah, this will be the second artifact of the area. And now for the last one, we just have to go almost all the way to the end of the zone. That's okay, we don't have to... It's not that long, really. At least I don't think it'll be that long in the greater scheme. I don't think we have to do the power bomb maze. We just have to kill the security drone. Oh, I forgot there's two of them there. How about that? Ah. Don't gotta fight none of these guys, but I do gotta fight this dude. In some very tight quarters. How's it going? It's pretty good. I've got one more artifact left to get, but it is gonna at least take, not a huge amount of time, but it's decently far away, all considered. Here's the invisible security drone. I think he's a little stouter than... I think that's a little bit heftier of a drone than the other ones, because either I whiffed my first plasma beam charge shot, or it did actually take 2 hits from that. And the regular security drones only require 1 plasma charge shot to go down. How was Partners in Time? It was one of the Mario and Luigi games. However, I admit that I do not always remember all of the names of them offhand. Mostly because I think part of it for me is that since so many of them are very explicitly focused on the Mario Brothers end of it in terms of their naming. Like, most of them just sort of refer to the fact that, hey, there's these two, and they do have some sort of theming to it, but it's like one of them is called Brothership, one of them is called Dream Team, and my brain just kind of goes, now hold on a second. Anyway, this is a fun bit that I just did. I just opened up that force field, and these Metroids just ate a couple of space pirates. So, hey, thank you, game, for having friendly fire, I guess. Thankfully, the Metroids in this game are pretty weak, as opposed to in any of the later games where they are incredibly stout and... Like, what, they take 25 missiles or something like that in Super after you freeze them? It's less than that in Return of Samus, for example, but... yes, I did see it. I saw that you were playing... As I said, I think it was one of the Mario RPGs, but... And by I mean, I know... Wow, I'm stumbling over my words here. I'm saying I thought it was Partners in Time, but I knew it was one of the Mario and Luigi games. Yeah, okay. Right, Superstar Saga is the first one. That's the one that I kept forgetting. That I was like, wait a second. That's not the first. It was called something else, and then it turns out Superstar Saga, and there I was saying, oh yeah, most of them explicitly reference, you know, here's something about the fact that Mario and Luigi are brothers or otherwise a pair of, you know, of partners in some regard. The rest do have some sort of theming. Oh yeah, Bowser's Inside Story was a Mario and Luigi game, wasn't it? Yeah, so that one doesn't fit the thing that I was saying, so maybe I'm just dumb and I don't remember all of these. But yeah, I know that the one you were playing was a DS game, and Superstar Saga... Well, there was a remake of Superstar Saga, I believe, but it was originally a GBA game. Right. Wow, Bowser's Inside Story was only the third? For some reason, I thought Dream Team was before that, which I guess it just ultimately kind of goes to show you that... No, actually, I don't know this particular sub-series of the world of Mario that well. In fact, my main Mario RPG knowledge is Super Mario RPG, really. Oh, okay. Gee, Bowser's Inside Story must have been a little bit late in the regular DS lifetime then, because in the back of my head, I'm like, that's a 3DS game, isn't it? Again, it could just be that I don't remember much about that particular sub-series all that well. Meanwhile, I'm trying to pretend like I still do, and I'm probably making a bit of a fool of myself. It wouldn't be the first time, but I guess it would be new subject matter for that, or something. Ah, shit. Oh, it got remade on the 3... That's why! That'll be why I... Yeah, okay. That makes more sense now. Remove the Geno cameo. Yeah. Yeah, that is definitely a licensing issue. Which, I worry that a lot of people don't understand that. Like, there's a lot of people who still really, really love Geno. And I've already said my thing before that I think Mallow is probably the more interesting of the OC generation for Superstar Saga. Superstar Saga. Pardon me. Legend of the Seven Stars. Now I'm getting befuddled. But, like, I think a lot of people kind of connected to Geno because it's like, oh, he's got a cape and he's got a gun hand. And I don't want to be too much like, oh, yeah, he's the Shadow the Hedgehog of the series. But, I mean, maybe he is a little bit. he certainly would have hit that sort of appeal for, like, teenagers compared to Mario, I think. He's a doll. That's basically a robot, right? You know, if you squint a little bit. Oh, wow. All right, you Rudy Roo. Here, have some power bomb. In fact, I'm going to stand up to make sure that it gets in the blast radius. Overkill? Hell yeah. But it got the job done. And I still have one more power bomb to open this up. And get our 12th artifact. Right? Yeah, there you go. All 12 obtained. So now all we have to do is crawl out of this pit full of mushrooms and weird, horrible, fibrous radium. Yes, this is exactly what some of the most aggressive radioactive elements need, is to look organic. As far as I know, in real life, radium is just a generic gray metal. So at least it looks normal-ish. For the brief period that you'd ever get to see it, because usually it would just kind of melt because of its own radioactive heat. And also, it is very reactive as well, if I recall correctly. And not just from the radioactive part of it. If you get a chunk that's stable enough for a period of time, it is going to do chemical things that are not great. And then, of course, your body thinks that it's calcium, so you know, that's a great time, right? God, I didn't even read all of Roundy's message. I thought it was all like a serious description after he said that, and then I realized, oh, I didn't completely read Bowser Jr.'s journey with new funky mode and Knuckles plus Nintendo Switch 2 upgrade. Amazing. I mean, I sort of missed the era very briefly. Bleh. The very brief era where people were shooping the new funky mode logo onto things. As sort of like the new version of and Knuckles. Because quite frankly, new funky mode is also really funny in the same way that and Knuckles is. Yeah, let's take one more of those for the road. Meanwhile, I can ignore all these chuckle fucks because they do not matter to me. I think part of it is also just, like most people, I do love Funky Kong. Ah, my shoulder. Ah, my shoulder. There we go. Shoulder, elbow. That's the correct one. Whatever it was sort of sitting there like, hey, I absolutely want to pop, and it's just not doing it. Yeah, true. I'm just not sure that the Electric Boogaloo era was something that got turned into a whole lot of photoshopping, but maybe back in the old days where that stuff was less commonplace, or at least, you know, before the extreme proliferation of the internet that made us all insane. It may, in fact, be before my time. Oh yeah, definitely. It was a long-standing gag. Okay, it's final boss time. Unfortunately, bro does have to sit here and stretch things out before we can get to the actual fun part, which is where we ram into him face first and then give him the old Lieutenant Surge treatment. Oh yeah, the various Street Fighter 2 alternate versions, editions. One that I always kind of enjoyed on some level was the name Hyper Fighting. I'm not exactly sure why, but for some reason to me there was just a certain level of humor to that. All right, now we get out the car battery and the jumper cables and we give Meta Ridley the what for. Because as a robot, he is obviously weak to electricity, right? We can't quite put a magnet on his brain computer there, but we can do this. And I can get very concerned about how many missiles I have. Oh, no, I think we're going to get it. I think we're going to get it. Yes, barely. We needed 198, and that's why I pushed for 200 missiles. Can I scan this for... No, I can't scan it for Phazon suit location because we don't need it. Because... Actually, I think the scan location is inside Impact Crater. But we don't do Impact Crater because I decided to tell the randomizer to skip that after we did all the important stuff. Because, yeah. However, we can find out where Phazon suit was in this part of the end credits. We've seen these folks' names millions of times already. And by millions of times, I mean not quite literally, but dang. We are well and truly familiar with this crowd. Yeah, Phazon suit was in Gravity Chamber. That makes sense in its own weird way. Thank you, game. And then we got the rest of this stuff. Including the ice spreader. Because we really needed that. Well, thank you for the GGs. That was not a bad run. Because we managed to do it in under 4 hours. Hey, what I'm used to with this is having to run these in 0.07%. Thank you, game. It definitely was not only 0.07%. I'm used to having to run these across 2 sessions because they usually will go that long. Or maybe I'm just that bad at the game. So in theory, maybe I'm getting better? Yeah, probably not, actually.